back to the theme of energetic boundaries. I think this is such an important theme because it really does decide how well we maintain our peace. And the truth of the matter is that it has a lot to do with us and how we're relating to things. And there's so many different ways that we can look at energetic boundaries and practice them. And, one of them that I feel kind of present with today is, observing and responding rather than reacting to things, right? Because we loosen our boundaries a lot when we just react. And often that comes from a place of emotionality. So we're feeling a certain way in a moment. And in that moment, we use that emotionality or that way that we're feeling to then react to a situation. And so the practice then is to maintaining the boundary is to say, you know what, I'm not even going to give this situation that much of my energy. I'm going to maintain my response. I'm going to sit with, what's coming up for me, because whatever emotion is there is for you to look at. And then, so you observe the dynamic of what's happening, and you notice what it's brought up within you. And then between those two things, then do you respond versus react? I think there's a major difference between reacting and responding. And so the key piece here, and the key piece I think for maintaining your energetic boundaries, is that sort of being the observer, right? And of course, we are very much human. We have human emotions and experiences. And so we don't want to deny our human emotions and experiences. What we want to do is learn how to regulate and master them so that we are not moving only from emotionality, but rather from that sort of filter of observing, okay, this is happening and this is happening. And so then where do I come in and as my most mastered and maintained self? And, it takes practice, right? You need literally all the experiences and opportunities for this to come up where we can then kind of keep that filter of being the observer. But I think that's the key for the energetic boundary altogether, is being committed to being while in also the observer of your reality, because then it says, you're just kind of a neutral witness to all of it, and you're still going to absolutely have a human experience to all of it, but you're both, right? You get to be both. And so as we sit today, we're going to kind of practice being both. And so the key is to realize that the observer is really the one that's in power, right? Like the reactor is kind of often out of power, right? It's the one that's kind of a victim to almost the external world. The observer is like, you can't even touch me. You can't even touch me, right? So that's kind of the ultimate energetic boundary, is you can't even reach me. You can't even get to me. You can't even shift me. I'm so neutral to just observing and witnessing what's happening here that you literally can't even reach me. So learning how to be in both of them, learning how to observe your own human responses and reactions without moving on them or acting on them, just that one pause of okay, this is coming up, boom, I'm still observing, and then I'm going to respond in a way that kind of takes into the account the observer and me as my most sort of mastered and regulated self. So that's what we'll go in with. I invite you to just notice where it takes you, right? There's not a wrong or right here. There's nothing good or bad. We're all kind of on the spectrum of this practice, but using the observer as sort of the ultimate energetic boundary of you can't actually even reach me. You can't reach me. And so we start to realize whatever does reach us, whatever does kind of take us out of our just inherent power, is on some level us giving them that permission. So let's look at it. Let's sit with it. Go ahead and get comfortable. Finding your comfortable place, settling in. I'm going to turn our music up here a little. And then just let your eyes come down to a close. And so as we attune to our practice here, just go ahead and set down everything that I've said, and set down your day. Set down what's happening in your life, what's happening within and around you. Just let everything be exactly as it is, almost like you could take a screenshot of your life right now and you're just sort of looking at it from an observer perspective. You can imagine Imagine as your eyes kind of grace over this photo that the awareness itself that you offer your world brings in a little grace and ease, softening, permission. As if you could look at yourself and at your eyes as they watch you from head down to toes, just offer some softness to your body, to your own experience, that feeling of being seen and received and permission given to be where you are. So you can imagine your own eyes looking over this snapshot of yourself, and as you do, you just feel the body relax, like a warm hug from you to you. Relaxing the eyes and the space between the eyebrows. Softening the forehead, the temples, cheeks, the ears, the jaw, the mouth. And you receive your own witnessing, your own observing, and it's not to find something wrong or to decide something needs to be changed. It's really just to offer the love and kindness that you give to others, to yourself. So now just kind of watching as your heart rises and falls with the breath. You again observing this from the outside perspective and offering that grace, that sense of ease, sense of being supported. So the shoulders can relax, whatever you've carried into your practice, on your heart, on your mind, and your energy, it all can just soften under the grace of being seen by yourself. Letting that kind of fall down the arms and the hands and the fingers, and unwinding the rib cage. As if you were looking at yourself for the first time, or at least with fresh eyes and a fresh heart and a fresh mind. And as you see yourself, you have this permission to be where you are. Feelings may come up within you, that's fine. Thoughts will probably pass through your mind, that's okay. And different experiences in the body and the energy. These are all very normal, temporary visitors to an otherwise infinite reality. All is well here. So letting that experience of being seen and received soften the belly and the back body, as if your own loving awareness is gently positioning you into place, into yourself. Relaxing the hips, and the legs, and the feet, and the toes, all the aspects of your being just grounded down by the awareness, the witnessing, the observer that is actually who you are. And so as you settle in here, you have this duality happening wherein you are both the one being seen and the one who is doing the seeing. Now we always have this duality. There are always multi-dimensional ways that we exist. this miraculous, incredible human experience happening that is filtering the 3D reality through all the senses and all of the various ways that we exist in the physical realm. And then above and beyond that human experience, we are also the one who is aware. If you don't know how to get there, you can always just ask yourself, well, who is aware of this thought? Who is the one aware of this experience? The answer to those questions will plug you into that place in space where you are infinite, where you are everything and everywhere all at once. The highest expression of your soul's experience. And this is you as the observer or the witness, the one who sees lovingly, completely, neutrally, compassionately. And so as you exist in this moment from both spaces, you may realize that the human, the physical, the 3D version that's moving about the world is not the complete package. There's so much more to who you are than your physical vessel or the thoughts that are streaming through your mind or any temporary emotional experience. That while those are components, no one in particular is the full picture. And you are all of them simultaneously while also being the one who is aware. And so whenever the human experience gets heavy, clouded, uncomfortable, painful, lost or confused, take that one moment to ask yourself, well, who is the one that's aware of all of these temporary experiences? Watch how seamlessly that plugs you in to the one who is aware. So while the human part of you that moves around the world and interacts with different people and environments and experiences, some of which so challenging, some of which tiring and exhausting, where there are days you don't know how you can continue. But there is also simultaneously a part that knows nothing else than how to continue. The witness, the observer, the one who is neutral to the human experience. That part of you, no one can touch. Not a word, not an action, not a behavior by another. Not an experience, not an environment, not an inner state. There is there's that part of you that nothing can get to. That remains above the human experience. And holds the ultimate energetic boundary to all of it. It says to the heaviness, the chaos, the commotion, the confusion, you cannot even reach me. I'm too big for you, too infinite for your experience, too real for the illusion of the physical plane. So as you move about the world, you have this choice. You can choose to identify only with the human experience, and that's okay. That happens. You can move with emotions and environments and the winds of the world. Any moment, no matter what is happening within or around you, you can take that pause. Ask yourself, well, who is the one that's aware? And then go there. Just as you have taken a snapshot of your life, you look down upon all that happens as an angel from above. It knows that all things are temporary. It knows it sometimes takes the pain and discomfort to promise the goodness and the joy. And no matter what we feel in any moment, the heaviness, the weight of the world, this too shall pass. And this too shall teach us, reveal to us more of who we are. And so instead of reacting to a changing temporary world, instead of identifying with passing emotions and passing thoughts, let us be aware of all of it. The one who observes. The one who knows that there is a part of you that nothing can reach without your permission. And that so long as you remember how to get there, you will always be free. So just as your higher self, higher awareness, you can smile down on your life as it is. Despite any challenges, any chaos, any confusion, all the questions, and it is still so beautiful just to be alive. There's not a single person on this planet who is you. That you get to be this variation of the divine design is the ultimate gift of a lifetime. No matter what life brings, no matter who says or does what, no matter what circumstances or experiences or environments pass through your world, let the ultimate boundary be that you remain connected to the you that is unmoved, the you that is unfazed, the you that is untouchable. So you have the permission to go there as often as you need. And in the moments of ultimate chaos, where your inner world is boiling over, there's only darkness in the outer. Never forget that there is a light that shines down on you, and it is you. You are the light at the end of the tunnel. You are the loving awareness. You are heaven on earth. No one can take that from you. The promise of life itself is that you get to remain with the light within. So anytime you feel lost, confused, heavy with the world, just take that pause before you react, before you take any action. Who is the one aware of this temporary moment in time? Let that guide you back to the infinite light. That is within and above and around you at all times, where nothing can touch you, nothing can reach you, where only love can find you. It's who you actually are. You're welcome to stay in your meditation if you're feeling nice. If and when you feel complete, you can use the breath to gently bring aliveness back to the body, integration of all of it. And then taking all the time you need, you can invite gentle movement in however that feels good to you here. There's no rush and no need to move at all if you like where you're at. And we'll close as always in gratitude for doing this work and for being who you are. Much love.